What does your guardian angel want from you? Here are 3 things that are short, true, and life-changing. October 2nd is the feast day of the guardian angels. In these truths, which are drawn from Scripture, Thomas Aquinas, Francis de Sales, and the life of Padre Pio, I'll show you how your guardian angel is leading you to holiness, or wanting to, trying to speak to your heart, and bringing your needs before God. You know, guardian angels were created at the beginning of time. That's when the angels were created. And your guardian angel was made for you then. Angels aren't recycled. Your guardian angel wasn't somebody else's and then became yours later when you came on the scene. No, you were for them from the beginning of time, when you were just in the mind of God. And you wouldn't show up on the scene of human history for thousands of years. But your guardian angel waited for you. And I'm sure the wait didn't matter to them because they were praising God or doing other angel things. But their job, what they were created for, was for you. What a gift that is. To be your best friend, to help you get to heaven, to spend this life on earth with you and into eternity. That's their role. You know, Padre Pio could see his guardian angel from the time he was a little child. And for the longest time, he thought everybody could. He didn't realize what a gift it was, but they are absolutely real. And we need to have our spiritual antenna up so we can recognize them and their work in our lives, communicating with us, managing things for us, and doing things. And it's a two-way thing. We're going to get into this. Not only should you be communicating with your angel and nurturing that relationship, they are always communicating with you, and they don't sleep like we do. They're always working on your behalf or praying on your behalf. So the first truth is that your guardian angel's job is to help you towards holiness, to get you to heaven. That's the main purpose that they were created. So everything that happens on this broken earth where bad things are going to happen, everything that they do for you is to that end. And we can help them, you know, by frequenting the sacraments and making ourselves more disposed to their work in our lives. That's how we can help them in doing that. But Francis de Sales has a quote, and he makes some good advice for us. And he wrote Introduction to the Devout Life, and this is out of that book. Make friends with the angels who are invisible and always with you. Often invoke them. Constantly praise them. We're going to pause here. Praise doesn't mean worship. It means venerate, thank, recognize. And make use of their help and assistance in all your temporal and spiritual affairs. Temporal and spiritual, both. We have to live on this earth. We're made with a body. They don't have a physical body like us. They're spiritual, although they are a rational being like we are. But we have to live in this world, and they help us with that insofar and especially if it gets us closer to heaven, closer to holiness, or people we love closer to heaven and closer to holiness. One thing that we might do to recognize this is ask our guardian angel, show me one step towards holiness today, just one. And then have our spiritual antenna up, because we can simply dismiss these things that happen to us and chalk it up to coincidence or not even something important. But if our spiritual antenna is up, our spiritual eyes open to see a little bit of the unseen world and the seen world and recognize where our angel is working, we'll recognize these things and it will grow our relationship with them. The second truth, our angel communicates with us. They do it gently. They put thoughts in our heads, the good thoughts in our heads, the thought of somebody who needs us. That would come from a guardian angel. The thought of somebody who needs our prayer, or a warning, don't go this way. That your conscience, oh, don't do that. We don't want to get into mortal sin. This is your guardian angel. It's not simply your trained conscience and all that. He works with everything. I shouldn't say he because they don't have a sex, but they work with everything and to communicate to us. And again, that spiritual antenna that we need to have up. We need to be mindful of them, and we'll see it and we'll recognize it. So here's something you can do. Ask them what they want to say to you, what they want to show you. Just try to be prayerfully quiet for a minute. You may say a St. Michael prayer for protection, ask Mother Mary for protection, because the devil and the demons, they use the same frequencies that God and our angels use. So ask for some protection, and then take that minute to be silent, asking your guardian angel to tell you what they need to tell you. And whatever comes to mind that is recognizably good, and it's not from yourself, that's recognizably good, test it with charity. If it's charitable, if it leads to holiness, if it leads to helping somebody else, if it helps us in any way in our walk with Jesus Christ, then that's a pretty good test of starting to learn to listen to your guardian angel by you being quiet. So they always want to communicate to our heart. The third thing is that our guardian angels protect and intercede practically on our behalf. So, like for instance, Padre Pio used to say this, send me your angel, and he'd send his angel on errands. Now, I want to make something clear. Angels aren't pets. We don't own them. And we really can't name them because when they were created, God named them. And I don't know what angel language is, but your angel might reveal to you their name in English. They might reveal it to you. But it's something that already is. You cannot name them. This is condescending. You don't own them. They're not a pet. Their intellect is far superior to yours. They are here to help and guide you, just like the prayer says, and we'll go over that in a second. But keep that in mind. But since they do want to help you, and since they do want God's kingdom on earth to flourish and save souls and be a part of Jesus' mission, they will do what you ask if it's in accordance with God's will. And so Padre Pio used to send his angel to minister to people or to bring a message. He would do that. John XXIII, he was a pope, and he's also a saint. He would send his angel to difficult situations, and he had a reputation. Things internationally and diplomatically that were an impossibility were given to him, and he would have success. And they asked him why, and he said, well, I send my guardian angel before I go to that big meeting. I send my guardian angel to every guardian angel of every person that's going to attend to pave the way for us so that we can communicate and have success and have goodwill. And it worked. Here's his quote. When I have to have a difficult conversation with someone, I have the habit, it's a habit, of asking my guardian angel to speak to the guardian angel of the person I have to meet with so that he can help me find the solution to the problem. That's from John XXIII. That's amazing. A more modern person is Mike Aquilina. He's a historian on the early church and such a easy person to listen to and understand. And he gave a testimony about his guardian angel. He was having trouble with his teenage son, and his spiritual director suggested a couple of things. He suggested that he send his guardian angel ahead of any meeting he would have with his son when they would get together. And also that he would, before he greeted his son, that he would greet his son's guardian angel. And it did. It helped with the relationship. It opened it up. It was a very practical way. Like Francis de Sales says, make friends with the angels. Ask for the help and assistance in all your temporal and spiritual affairs, like with difficult people in your family or at work. If we get worried about something, just give that worry to your angel and ask them to bring it to God. Just give it up. Give it to them. Would you please take, guardian angel, would you please take my worry to Jesus? I'm so worried about this thing. Would you please take it to him? Because their job is to intercede to the Lord for you. Your guardian angel was created at the beginning of time for you to be your closest companion. And they want to walk with you in this life into eternity. And so you're not alone, ever, ever. And if you know somebody who needs to be reminded that they're not alone, please share this video if it's helped you at all. Who who shouldn't be reminded how much they are loved, and that there is this friend that wants to help them, that a great gift from God to be your best friend into eternity? Who doesn't need to be reminded about that? So I appreciate it if you would share it with others. If you haven't subscribed, do that too. And check out the other videos about the saints on this channel. I so appreciate your time. I really do. I know you could be spending it anywhere else, but hopefully now you'll be spending more of it with your guardian angel, and your antenna will be up. So you have this two-way conversation, two-way communication, and a new relationship will be born that you're aware of and can make use of for your spiritual and temporal needs, just as Francis de Sales said. God bless you.